Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have some sad news as a Holland America crew member has gone missing. It was reported as it got back to Fort Lauderdale and an investigation has now been launched. We also have Princess Cruise Lines is out there and they're revamping their entire dining venues for main dining. Big change, but I think most people are going to be happy with this decision. We also have people who won't be happy with this decision. The most loyal people possible to Carnival Cruise Lines are being told, yeah, you know some of those perks we give you for being so loyal? Well, we're taking them back. We're not going to give them to you on these ships. But they have a good reason. And then Royal Caribbean is introducing something that people with hard of hearing, or if you get annoyed with loud people in the theater, this might just solve that issue. In our first story, it was reported around 11:18 in the morning to deputies and the Coast Guard that a crew member on the Holland America Rotterdam has gone missing on its way back to Fort Lauderdale. It was sailing past Cuba when they was notified that a crew member was missing. He didn't show up for a shift. They were looking for him. His friends didn't know where he was. His supervisor couldn't find him. So they did a search for him. They reported it, and they also started checking the closed circuit TVs. And unfortunately, it was reported that around 9:45 p.m. that the crew member purposely jumped overboard. The footage apparently clearly shows that they did this on purpose. It wasn't an accident or a slip and a fall or anything like that. The Coast Guard has been aware. They are searching the waters out there. They are notifying friends and family of the crew members and of course offering counseling to the friends and family on board, because when you're working on a cruise ship, your fellow crew members become just like family. How many of us go on and we see familiar faces? Some people go on cruises just because they know those crew members are on that ship. And it's like you're returning to family, like your old friends, your family. And imagine when you're working 9 months side by side every day with these people, it can feel the exact same way. So sad news for Holland America. Condolences go out to the crew as well as the friends and family of the missing crew member. Next, Princess has had a lot of success with the way they've set up their dining on the Sun Princess. So much positive feedback has come back from that. We really enjoyed it when we were on the ship, having the flexibility that they've done on the Sun Princess with dining, that they are saying they're going to start rolling it out to the rest of the fleet. Now, what that means is one dining venue will have traditional dining. Early, late seating, you make a reservation, you're sitting at the same table every night, same size table with the same people, same waiter, etc. That's your traditional dining reserved for that. Then they're going to have one that you can change up. You can reserve at different times, and it's not you can choose a different table each time, a different size. You can sit with different people. It's going to be more of a spontaneous type of dining. And then they're going to have one where you can just show up and get dining when it's open. You just show up. It's going to be like the Americana sort of thing, and it's going to be a lot more casual. You don't need to dress up as much, not as strict in rules, and they're going to have these 3 different dining venues. So people who enjoy the traditional dining can do it. People who just want to live on the fly can go anytime and just walk up and get dining. And if you want to reserve a time, one night you want to eat at 5, and then the next night you're getting back at 6:30 at night, and so 5 is too early, you can change up your reservation and go at a later time. It's really flexible, and it was really working well on the Sun Princess when I was on her. So I'm thinking it's been such a success that they're going to start rolling this out now to all their fleet. Now, obviously they can't make the changes like that because people book their dining well in advance. So starting on April 15th, the new approach to Princess will start for booking September 14th and beyond. So any ship sailing after September 14th, except the Sun Princess, because it already has it, that's the dining will now change from there. Anytime before September 14th, your dining reservations are made. That's staying the same way it's always been. But starting very soon, they're going to begin canceling all the reservations on all their ships from September 14th on. And starting on June 17th, you'll have to go back into your app and rebook the type of dining that you're looking for on the cruise ships if you're sailing after September 14th. I think I got that right, yeah. So, really, for instance, our group cruise is on the Sun Princess. We don't have to worry about it right now. Our cruise on next month on the Majestic Princess, it's before September 17th. We don't have to worry about it. Our dining reservations remain the same. But if you're sailing after September 14th on any ship of the Sun Princess, you're going to see that your dining reservation for main dining will be changed, and you're going to have to go back into the app in June and change it. But trust me, I think you're going to like the new changes as far as the flexibility you'll now have for dining, because port times coming in back from shore excursions and everything are completely different, and it makes it a lot easier now to schedule your meals. Royal Caribbean is now also doing something that's a little neat. On the Icon of the Seas, they currently have something called the Listen Everywhere app, which simply is an app on your phone that you can hook up to the ship's Wi-Fi and listen to what's happening in the venue you're at. So right now, they have it hooked up in the theater. So if you're in there at Wizard of Oz and you're, say, somebody who has a hard time hearing or it seems like a little noisy, if you have your earbuds on and you put the app on, you can watch the show live and hear the music and everything clearly through your earbuds. They're also saying they're going to launch this out the rest of the ship. For instance, when you go to a sports bar, sports bars can get really loud and things like that. Well, they're going to have it there so you can listen to the different games that are playing on all the different TVs that are up there, no matter where you're sitting in the bar. So you can, even if you're not near a TV showing the game you're watching, you can actually listen to the scores while carrying on a conversation at the table. They're going to do this for everywhere, lectures, things like that. It sounds like it's a good idea. They're saying also it's going to be multiple languages as well for, you know, watching games and things like that where available. And this is really good for anybody who's hard of hearing. In fact, some earpieces and people's hearing aids that can work with Bluetooth can actually hook up to the systems themselves and hear it right through their hearing aids. So it sounds like a really good thing. I just hope we don't have those people who will hook it up to their phone and don't have earpieces that just play it off their phone. And so people want to listen to the game going on downstairs in the sports bar, but they're up on the pool deck and they have the phone blaring the scores going on while you're trying to enjoy the pool deck, listen to the music that's up there, etc., and you hear nothing but that. You can see where you can get some annoying, or people show up in the theater and they turn their phone on and they're holding it here like this, and it can be annoying. Not to mention those people, when you put earbuds on, now you're in the theater, your music and everything's playing in here, and then you want to carry on a conversation with the person beside you. When you have earbuds on, what do? You talk much louder than you would normally talk to somebody beside you, because you can't tell how loud you're talking. You don't hear yourself, and you end up shouting. And that can be, for those talkers like that, that can get really annoying really fast to everybody around you. So I hope it doesn't become an annoying system. People just learn to use it properly the way it's supposed to be used. And now we have Carnival taking back some of those loyalty perks. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. You want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from what's happening with your loyalty points, from new things being rolled out by the cruise lines that will make your cruise either more hectic or maybe even easier, or maybe even save you some money in the long run. I hope it makes your next cruise that much better and a lot less frustrating and just an enjoyable experience. I hope you'll join us here on the channel. It really does help when you hit the subscribe, the like button, and even leave a comment, and I really do appreciate it. Okay. Carnival has just sent out some emails to passengers leaving on cruises this month saying that, you know what, sorry, loyalty people, mostly diamond and platinum people, some of those perks aren't going to be available. Now, a diamond member has had over 200 plus days on cruises. That's their highest loyalty level currently on Carnival. But on Carnival ship, the Miracle, the Pride, and the Spirit are all on sailings that are between 14 to 16 nights. Those are longer trips. And when you have these long trips, they tend to get more and more loyal passengers that are heavy cruisers that go on these. They've notified them that, yeah, some of the perks that you're used to getting, we just can't do. And one of the perks for both those classes is priority embarkation and disembarkation, including at the cruise ports they stop at. Normally there's a line for platinum and diamond to get on, and because there's just so many of them, in fact, it could be as high as 60% to 70% of the passengers are that, you would have the less loyal line shorter than the loyalty line. So they've decided, yeah, they're just not going to do that one at all. They're going to cancel that. They're also saying for the platinum members, you do not have dining reservation priority for these sailings. Now, it is noted that diamond does have guaranteed reservations, but if you actually look at the loyalty programs, you'll see diamond, it says guaranteed specialty dining and dining reservations, where when you're platinum, it says that you have priority. And priority does not guarantee you a dining spot. It just says you'll be given top priority in locations and stuff like that. So yeah, it just seems that there's more and more cruisers that are hitting those top tier levels nowadays as more people are cruising every year. Well, I'm wondering how long before these cruise lines begin to increase the amount of cruises you need to reach these loyalty perks, because it's hard to give all these perks to over half your ship. And then you end up taking them back, and then people start saying, well, why do I have the loyalty perks to begin with? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited about the new Princess changing their dining schedule to make it more easy? Do you think it's going to be more difficult? And how about you're the most loyal person in the cruise line, and they're still taking away your perks on certain sailings? In fact, the sailings that you want to go on. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.